Let's try one more problem. 2/3 3m minus 6 equals 5 minus m. Example 2-3. Okay. Solve fraction 2/3 3m minus 6 equals 5 minus m. You see, whenever I have denominator, I prefer getting rid of it. How do I get rid of it? Well, that's the denominator, so, and that's the only denominator, so that's my least common denominator. Multiply both sides of the equation by 3 by the least common denominator. So 3 times the left hand side equals 3 times the right hand side. So one thing you need to point out is, if I write like this, 3 multiplies only 5. I don't want that. I'm multiplying 3 to both sides. So don't forget to place parentheses to the sides. Alright. Why did I do that? Because that way I can get rid of the denominator. Okay. So this is multiplication, all right. So 3, you can think of this 3 as fraction 3 over 1. And this multiplication continues. So this is same as fraction 3 times 2 over 1 times 2. If you like, I'm just making it so 3m minus 6 can go there and so on. You didn't need to do all this, but oh, it's 3 in the denominator. You could see that this 3 reduces this 3. All right. And the right hand side is 3 times 5 minus m. Okay. This reduces this. I'm left with 2 times 3m minus 6 equals 3 times 5 minus m. Distribute. Now we are in familiar territory. So what did we do so far? You looked for least common denominator. Well, that was the only denominator. So that's the least common denominator. Multiply both sides by that least common denominator. That least common denominator cancels any denominator you see. And now you can proceed. So this is 6m minus 12. That's the left hand side. This is 15 minus 3m. That's the right hand side. Now what do we do? Oh, I have an m here and I have an m here. Let me combine the m's together. Well, I usually like to have the smaller m subtracted. So you see that's 6m. This is negative 3m. That's smaller. So I'm going to add 3m to both sides. That's adding 3m there. So let me add 3m here. All right. Once you do that, 6m plus 3m is 9m minus 12 equals 15 minus 3m plus 3m. They go away. Okay. Now we are back to more familiar territory. Get rid of the constant, add 12 to both sides. Negative 12, positive 12, they cancel. 9m equals 27. Now, get rid of the 9. 9 is multiplying m. So you need to divide both sides by 9. All right. So those 9's cancel. You are left with m equals 27 over 9 is a 3. Don't stop here. Don't forget to check. M equals 3 in this equation. Let's check. Wherever I see m, I place empty parentheses first and fill in the parentheses by your number m. So this is checking. So don't forget, this is a question mark. We don't know whether the two sides are equal. We are checking. Well, parenthesis first. So I'll leave the 2/3 outside as it is. Parenthesis 9 minus 6. Question equals 5 minus 3 is 2. Again, parentheses first. So 2/3, 9 minus 6 is a 3. Question equals 2, right? So when I multiply, what happens? This 3 reduces that 3. All I'm left with is 2. Question equals 2. Indeed, it is equal to, right? So the question mark is gone. We know they are equal. So our solution, m equals 3, works out. That is, m equals 3 is the solution. All right. Let's continue in our next video.